From Amorim to Carrick to Champions League football back at Manchester United. This is my season review at Manchester United 2025-2026 season. So Ruben Amorim was at Manchester United for 14 months. We started the league with Ruben Amorim. We had a good game against Arsenal despite losing. You get me? But he was under immense pressure from last season, where we finished 15th and we lose to Tottenham in the Europa League final. It was one of the worst finals I've watched in my entire life, literally, from both teams. But we started the season on a high. It wasn't the best start, but it was a good start. But the turning point for Ruben Amorim was against Grimsby Town, where we got eliminated out of the Carabao Cup by Grimsby. Yeah, by Grimsby. And I was not blaming Amorim at that time. I was blaming the players because we should have beaten Grimsby despite whoever is on the park. If you know that, just leave your thoughts in the comments. Despite whoever was on the park, we should have beaten Grimsby Town. But Amorim was under pressure from there going onwards. We dropped out of the FA Cup and the club decided to sack Ruben Amorim. And I have to give Amorim his praise. We know that his 3 at the back system was not the best in terms of Kobe Mainoo and getting the best out of Bruno Fernandes. But he had a hand in getting rid of some of the players that were not wanted anymore at United. And he made some key signings. Some may say he was not involved in those signings. Some may say he want other players. But at the end of the day, he changed the system. He brings something new to Manchester United. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But we sacked him and we get Darren Fletcher as temporary coach until the club hired an interim manager. And Darren Fletcher, we played a couple of games and we did well. Then come Michael Carrick era. His first game, if I'm not wrong, was against Man City, and we won. Since then, he's only lost 2 games, and we have qualified for the Champions League, and we are looking now to close in this season on a high. The game against Sunderland was a turning point. Zurich didn't offer much, to be honest. Ahmad didn't offer much. The game was very lackadaisical. But Carrick, people are saying that Carrick deserved the job, but I will make a next video about that. But Carrick gave us the momentum to go back to Champions League. Winning games, beating Arsenal, beating Liverpool, beating Chelsea. It was a very, very good run of games. And he deserved all credit. You get me? He deserved all credit that he is currently getting. Not taking anything away from Michael Carrick. He has done a phenomenal job. You get me? But the season overall, from August until now May, the season almost finished, I would rate our season, I would say 6 out of 10. To the standard of Manchester United, we should have been in a final of a trophy or fighting for win a trophy. But unfortunately, we are not. We play only probably 40 games for this season, which is probably one of the lowest since 2014, 2012. We never qualified for the European football too. But we are going back to Champions League. It's not something to be big about, but it's something to be good about. But we should have been at least in the final of the FA Cup or winning the Carabao Cup or into the, winning some form of trophy, because the standard of Manchester United is high and we have to keep that standard going. So over the course of the season, I said it was a 6 out of 10. He could have been better at the start of the season, could have been much better, but the club made the decision to sack Amorim and get Michael Carrick in, and it was a good choice. Not saying that sacking Amorim was a bad choice or was a right choice, but sacking him, was the right choice at that current moment, and it paid off in the club's favor. And overall, the season has been good. It's not the best, in terms of standout players, but I will make a video on rating the players for this season, my top 5 players for this season. And overall the season has been good and we're going back to Champions League. I can't emphasize that no more. I know I've said that so many times, but going back to Champions League is a big thing. Tuesday night football at Manchester United, Wednesday night, and the format is different, so we play more games in this format than the other format. So it's gonna be a good season next season, and hopefully we can go far into next season Champions League. Maybe fight for the Premier League, win the FA Cup, 2 or 3 trophies. I'm optimistic. If we get the right signings, we will do good. So you let me know what your thoughts on Manchester United season was this season. Leave your thoughts in the comments right here, and the subscribe button there, yes or over yes. So please subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Without you, it won't be possible. So leave a like, share,